Alright, so challenge number 6. We made it past the halfway point. Good job, everybody. Welcome to red. And for tips and tricks on red, I just wrote, what does red mean? Love, blood, fire, sun. Get creative, use your imagination. And red was more or less almost a free study, and some of these are getting to be a little more open-ended. I guess for a few, we kind of have a goal, teach you what leading lines are, teach you how to use depth of field. But for this one, it's just teach you how to look for a color in a photo, or how to focus on a color, or how to use it as the main subject in your photo. And let me just tell you, I'm impressed. Lots of great entries, lots of amazing visions that I wouldn't have thought of, and you guys did a really good job. So well done on all accounts. I have a few picked out here that are my favorites, and I can't wait to show them to you. So here we go. Oh, before we get to the favorites, of course I gotta show you everything. So here are all the entries, and I think we got about 1,000 a day. Well done. Said if we get 1,000 every day, I will run around my block wearing a wig, yelling about something. I'd have to look up the tweet, but I made a promise and I plan on keeping it. So red will end when the red ends, and then the one from last week will start, or last month, but yeah, that's the other one. But here we go. We got all these red stuff. So number 1, we have Haley Todd photos. I think it's fitting that for once my hair is the appropriate color. Yes, I think you did a really good job. And the reason I picked this photo is because it's really good framing. And it's a simple portrait, so it's just a photograph of your face. And you could have made it even easier. Like, let's say it's just a photo of your face, your whole face is in there, normal portrait. But what you did is you cropped half of it, and you looked at the camera very nicely, and that's what makes this photo great. I think you did a really good job. Your horizon's straight, your white balance is perfect. Maybe you can make the reds a little bit brighter, or bump the contrast up a tiny bit, but that's just personal taste, and that would be the only critique I have. You did a really good job. It's a very straightforward photo. It has red in it, and good job making a nice self-portrait. So well done, Haley. Here we have Tara Conley, and Tara took a photograph of tomatoes, and they're beautifully red, very nicely done. To me, perfect contrast. Shadows and highlights are nicely laid out. They have some specular highlights here, which are these basically little highlights right there, which you can control. Sometimes are hard to control. Sometimes you get them everywhere because of windows and everything, but you just have one on each, and it's perfect food photography. You did a really good job, and it almost looks like fine art. I think that the framing is nice, the coloring is nice, and everything is nice about this. And you have to think, a tomato. How many ways could you photograph a tomato? So many different ways. If you take a picture of a tomato in your kitchen, it's not going to look this nice. Or maybe you have a really nice kitchen, and this is what that is. But this looks like it was almost done in a studio, and if it wasn't, well done. You did a very good job. This is good photography, and I love it. Alright, a little bit more food photography. A lot of foods are red, so I'm sure that jumped to people's minds right away. But this is of 2 peppers, and I like this photo's framing, but I wanted to talk about some stuff I didn't like about it. It's got good focus, good depth of field, good color. All that is spot on. However, I think it should be rotated. It's just making me, when you just look at a photo, it just makes you feel like it's the wrong way. Go with your gut. If it didn't feel that way for you, then by all means keep it this way. But for me, I feel like we should go 180 degrees to the left. So flip it around. And you know what? I'd have to see how it looked. But that's just my feeling. I feel a little uneasy when I look at it, and you gotta go with your gut when you look at a photo. If you look at a photograph and it makes you feel weird, then it's gonna make other people feel weird. But really good job, perfect framing, perfect crop. You have the right amount of empty space over here. Goes contrast great with this black bowl. It's really good. Alright, here we have Miss Medford, and this is a watermelon, and I'm assuming somebody you know is eating it because this person looks a little bit younger than you do in your photo. And I just think you captured emotion perfectly here. I love the smile right here. I love the eyes. Everything just looks so bright and happy, and it's very natural. If this was posed, you win. Best model ever. This looks candid and almost like you just caught a perfect moment. And if it was posed, then you did even better because you made it look candid, which is very hard to do. And you captured emotion beautifully. I smiled. I literally went, when I looked at this, because I smiled. It made me feel the exact way I know she was feeling, which is biting into that really nice piece of watermelon. So well done. Alright, so here we have Elizabeth, and there's a little bit of setup to Elizabeth's photo here. You know, obviously, I don't think that their makeup was like that originally, so it's supposed to look smeared. And I might be a little bit ignorant, but I don't know what the meaning behind smeared makeup is like that. But I think it looks cool, so I'm down. My only tip with this one is that it needs to be white balanced a little bit. So it's really blue and purple. If you can kind of tell, because this is supposed to be kind of a white and this background, maybe it's blue, but it's looking like everything might be just a little bit purple. So you bring your white balance slider a little bit towards the yellow and your tint slider just a tiny bit towards the green. They're the first options in Lightroom if you use Lightroom, and it'll correct this perfectly. And on top of that, maybe throw a little contrast, brighten the reds a little bit. It'll be amazing. But I love it. Perfect focus, great framing. This is a really cool shot. So well done. Great job, Elizabeth. So here we have Red Hedis, and this is cool. This is really simple and really cool. It's just legs sticking up in the air, beautifully cropped. They're red. It's a stock. This could be like an ad for stockings, and I love it. And I've seen this kind of shot before on the site I use called DP Challenge to kind of get inspiration for things. And I don't have anything wrong with this. You did a really good job. This is awesome. Sweet. So here we have Little Bex, and Little Bex took a close-up photo of their shoe, or maybe somebody that knows shoes, and I like this. I just wanted to show that, you know, it doesn't have to be that complicated to fit the challenge needs. This is literally just a macro photo of a shoe, and it's really well done. It's got a good crop. I think down here should be cropped out, this black sliver, but other than that, it looks good. Just keep in mind that everything in your photo should be intentional. It's on purpose. When you have a moment to set it up, everything needs to be to the best of your ability. Depth of field is great. You're separated from the background. Color is nice. Maybe a little bit on the orange side, but other than that, perfect. So here we have, I'm not even going to try to say her name, but I love your production value. I love that you took some time, made this photo, and keep in mind, guys, you can invest 2-3 hours to these things. That's fine. If you're happy with the product in the end, it'll make it all worth it. And if you're not happy with it, you will have learned a lot, and next time, you will make it worth it. But this is really good. Well done. I like the roses in the background. I like the tone of the red, a little bit more desaturated than most, but it's still subtle. It's nice. It's just good tones, and well done with your lighting, so good job. Alright, here we have This Guy Takes Pictures, and I love your name. And this is beautiful. This is one of the top photos, I think. And I like the time of day you took this. Makes it look amazing. So you have the sky, everything is exposed correctly. If you ever look at a scene and everything looks to be about the same brightness, so the sky will be a little bit dark, all the buildings might be a little bit brighter than usual. If you take a photo, it'll look kind of surreal like this and perfect. And I'm guessing, actually I don't know what time of day this was, maybe towards sunset, but you did a really good job. And my only problem with this photo is the horizon is tilted to the left. Unless everything's floating and that's just how it is floating, but I think it's supposed to be tilted a little bit more, you know, to my right, to your left. To my right, to the house's left, I guess. But basically, yeah, just turn it to the right a little bit, and it will be perfect. And this is cool. Are these like houses with boat garages? Where is this? This is awesome, man. How do I know where this is? You gotta tell me where this is, man. Maybe let us all know. Leave a comment, and we'll go check it. Hey, it's my town. Found you from the hashtag, small world. Okay, there's a hashtag. No, that hashtag is that. I don't know what it is. You got me. I want to visit this area. Is it somewhere in Holland? I know they have a lot of water, but I'm not sure. So teach me. But I like how your red is in it. It complements the blue nice. Colors are beautiful. Well done shot. Great job. This guy takes pictures. Or Kyle. His name is Kyle. Lastly, we have Rach Likes Bands, and I'm assuming your name is Rachel. And she chose to do a photo that is a little bit more graphic. And it's not, and she wrote, as you may be able to tell, this is paint. However, if you ever put this kind of stand on anyone, or you know, or anyone you don't, speak out and do something about it. You don't deserve to get hurt. You're beautiful. And I like the message behind this. And I chose this photo because I thought you were creative. And I thought it was very well done. And I thought you took a simple, what could be a simple photo, and you cropped it very nicely and made it into a beautiful photograph. So well done. You are definitely the winner for this day. But I want to talk a little bit more about this photo. I know your goal wasn't to make blood realistic, but I see a lot of blood entries, and I want to help you guys with your blood because I want you to have more realistic blood so you can freak people out. But the one thing you did get right is the tone of this paint. It's perfect. And I'm going to say how to make a little bit more realistic blood, but that doesn't mean this is bad. I know you weren't going for a super realistic look, as you say, but blood is darker than you think. It's a dark red. And I have pulled up here something that I did a while ago. This is from Devil Wears Prada, a band I used to work with, EP. And I made this like fake blood zombie looking thing. This is actually me. You can see if we scroll up a little bit. I got some makeup done, and where is it? There you go. Those are some creepy photos. But blood, ingredients for blood are very simple. Corn syrup, red food coloring, Hershey syrup. Mix it together, get the right consistency. It's a little bit darker than you think it should be. That's your blood. If you want nasty teeth, chew on some Oreos. Alright? That's my advice to you. So, mix in some dirt or Oreos in the blood if you want it to be a little chunkier. But that's how you make realistic blood if you ever want to do it. So I expect next time we have a red challenge to see a lot of good looking blood. Freak me out. Well done everybody this week. Good entries for red. Go ahead and tell Rachel Lakespan she did a good job. Congratulate her on winning. Keep up the good community. Keep up everything. Your prize is going to be a nice beanie. This one says El Machias on it. Or an alien beanie from my store. And then of course I do the little lapel pins. So I'm going to send you those. And that's all I got for you guys. Have a good one.